Mr. Kanti Arumili. This live video on my startups YouTube channel. My startups YouTube channel, youtube.com/@ ALight Technology and Services Limited. Right? And hey, here's a little disclaimer: not associated, etc., etc., etc. And then there are a group of people, like anonymous hackers or dacoits, who have an invisible spying drone capable of, like a video cam, speakers, and even mind reading and invisible spying cams. Those people are, kind of anonymous mafia or whatever, cyber mafia. Um, but anyway, um, I'm going to show what's new in yesterday's release. This, this is my Windows, right? Uh, this is my Windows, and inside this, I have a Linux virtual machine, and the virtual machine, uses a certain VPN. I'm going to show a few things. Um, let's see. I'm going to show a few things about what's new. This is my own website exposing the corruption in India. Simplepro.site, my own website. This is a like kind of a thing. And anyway, WebVeta.ALightServices.com, and this is a SaaS product. One of the breaking change, AWS Cognito. Earlier, I used to allow logging in using Google account directly, but instead now I'm using AWS Cognito. Using AWS Cognito, you can sign up and you use a normal username and password, or you can use Google or Facebook login, right? A few more logins might be added in the future, but the thing is, because of the hackers and etc., there is a there are a lot of breaches in the past, even for big companies. So the risk gets offset, right? Even if you use a username and password are stored inside AWS Cognito, not not inside of WebVeta. That way, some of the risk gets mitigated. And of course, if you are using Google login or Facebook login, your passwords are are with Google and Facebook, not with WebVeta. So in that way, the risk gets mitigated. And now, what should I say, kind of here in the version history, you can see all of these, what was the latest release, etc. And now, I'm going to show, in the past I did show ALightServices.com, right? And then here is blog.ALightServices.com. Blog.ALightServices.com uses the AI. Now, let's see, search. Now, earlier this was not possible, but now this is possible. For example, if someone is looking for my startup registration details, see, the AI generated content was able to get that. Normal full text search was not able to get this. That's one big difference. But if I search for registration details, this is like more of a keyword search. Then there is registration details, and But anyway, here if you see registration details, you can see the registration details in United Kingdom, and there is still like I've started this in 2021, and then last year in 2023 I have registered ALight Technologies USA Inc. But like if you see that's some of the differences. If you see um, what should I say, kind of the registration details are like that's the difference between AI based search and keyword based search. Now if you see like the AI based search has significantly improved. Earlier earlier, although there was AI based search, it wasn't this efficient. Now this is much more efficient. And like kind of even keyword details, if you see, um, definitely like kind of the AI technology, registration details, etc., etc., etc. Right now, want to show. So these are some of the major features, and then like kind of this gets cached. Now I have searched for registration details, right? This got generated. This gets cached, and when someone else comes in and like if someone else use the same search terms, and if the documents that were indexed were not changed, this AI generated content gets cached. That way, like the number of tokens being used for LLM generation gets reduced. As of now, WebVeta uses ChatGPT 3.5, but there are in the future there are plans for introducing other LLMs. But as of now, WebVeta uses ChatGPT 3.5. But definitely in the future, like kind of there are going to be more options of selecting LLMs with varying price levels, etc. And even like there are definitely a lot of plans. Now I have shown these, right? Now I'm going to show some of the infrastructure, and because for showing the infrastructure I got to log in into the websites, and I'm going to use my Linux um, virtual machine with a VPN running, right? If you see, this is my Linux virtual machine, and if you see, this is my um, like kind of a VPN running, right? Mm, Now let's see. Mm, if you see, this is my I'm logging in as a root user, right? This is one of my personal email. Now I'm being prompted for a multi-factor authentication. This is my UDKey bio for a multi-factor authentication. And here, if you see, this is like the Cognito, and then Route 53, like the DNS from Route 53, and then code build. Code build is from like kind of the little bit of CI/CD. So these are the primary AWS services I use. However, the actual infrastructure, the actual servers are hosted inside Azure. Here, if you see, I'm logging in into Azure. Mm, I'm logging into Azure. this is my biometric authentication, passwordless biometric authentication. And if you see here, click no, and then if you see here, this is the infrastructure for WebVeta. The actual servers are hosted in Azure, but the DNS and Cognito are in AWS, right? Um, these are some of the servers powering WebVeta. These are the different virtual machines on which WebVeta runs. And if you see here in users, as I mentioned, there are no other employees in my startup. There are no other employees in my startup, but there are some people, like with the invisible spying equipment, who are spying, etc., etc., and creating alternate propaganda. But if you see here, there are no other users, right? But anyway, as of now, one person's effort, WebVeta, one person's effort as of now, and I have developed WebVeta over the past 18 months, one person's effort. If possible, please support. And hey, I'm going to post this video, the campaign, but I have started a Kickstarter campaign, and for raising some funds for WebVeta. But the campaign ends in about 3 weeks. But yeah, if possible, please support. This is my my own Kickstarter. And by the way, for the people who want to know the registration details, here is the registration details from United Kingdom. This is the registered office, etc. And then in the people tab, you can see I'm an Indian, country of residence India, date of birth November 1980, right? And then here, if you see, this is a UK government thing. If you see here, Information Commissioner's Office, ALight Technology and Services Limited. This is the registered address, virtual office, and the person, that's me. I'm here in Visakhapatnam, Andhra Pradesh. This is my startup's email address, and this is my UK-based mobile number. And I have one pending patent with the government of United Kingdom. The pending patent is filed in United Kingdom, and this is something, a feature I'm planning to implement in WebVeta. And then I did talk about my past certifications, etc. I'm going to show you more details. List of certified. Here, if you see here, if you search Arumili and click search, this is my India mobile number, this is my United States mobile number, and earlier I have shown my Outlook when I logged in into AWS, and this is my permanent address, etc. Visakhapatnam SF3, Vinay Residency, Visakhapatnam, Visakhapatnam, etc. Right? Later, guys, later. And by the way, let me show you. I'll show a few other things. like if you go to Google and search for my name Kanti Arunili, you can see my LinkedIn. um, like because of possibility of hackers, etc. I'm not logged in into this, but this is my account. And if you see here, I clearly say not associated, right? Not associated with certain people, but those people, some kind of uh, psychopaths. Similarly, my this is mine, this is mine, this is my startup's registration details with government of United Kingdom, my LinkedIn, my Facebook, my photos, my coffee mug account. Earlier, I have shown ICO, and then my threads, my Twitter, my Instagram. This is not mine. This GitHub mine, this podcast mine, Twitter mine, YouTube mine, GitHub mine, my Amazon account, my Medium, my Threads, Kickstarter. I have shown Kickstarter, WebVeta, my startup, my Maltbee account, my Product Hunt account, uh, Amazon, etc., etc., etc. And even if you click here, if you click on images, you can see there are several images. And even this is my MBA graduation at Health International Business School. And if you look at the video tab, like there are several videos. So this is what's happening.